Howdy, I am playing Ultima VII. This is actually a really old game here, and I'm going to do a little bit of a review and more of a let's play Ultima VII. Uh, why would I play such an old game? Okay, so if you've been on my channel, you all see that Ultima VI is one of my all-time favorite games. I've completed Ultima VI. I haven't completed Ultima VII. Ultima VII is a very open world game. So with that, basically, you can go anywhere you want, kill anyone you want, have multiple different quests that you play. All the objects are pretty much interact and can be manipulated. Like you can take bread and cook it in the oven. NPCs, they have their own daily routine. It's a fantastic open world game. And there's a lot of games out there that don't have this level of, real open world concept where the attention to detail of everything from daily routines to just every object you can interact with it. Oblivion and Skyrim are close, but in some ways this is actually even superior to Oblivion's Skyrim, particularly when it comes to how much the objects interact with each other, which in Oblivion or Skyrim you don't necessarily have every object to be usable in some sort of manner, right? Or for you to be able to interact with it. So, and from my understanding, actually, Oblivion and Skyrim, they actually got inspired by the Ultima games and the open world concept. So, like, Ultima 6 was the first open world game that I played, and Ultima 7. Eventually, when it originally came out, I didn't have a computer that was powerful enough to play it. But now, of course, it's easy to play it with being an old game. This was made back in 1992. Now, the challenge with it is actually computers are too powerful. So you can actually get this game. There's multiple ways you can get it. You can get a copy from GOG.com, which they basically utilize DOSBox and make a plug-and-play version with this. The problem with that version alone, if you use that version, is that it's too fast. And combat is really hard to manage when it's too fast. So, that's a bit of a challenge to play it that way. The other way is there's an engine called Exult, and this is basically what I'm using. It's the Ultima Exult. And this actually allows you to change a number of things in the default Ultima 7. For instance, you can actually change the gameplay speed. So all these menus here are not in the original Ultima. Basically, this allows you to change the speed, slow it down. You can also change the graphics as well, how the graphics texture as well. So you can get a little bit different effects going here. One thing that's really nice here that I like is that it also, the save game layout here is much better than the default Ultima 7. Basically, looks like you have more slots here. It tells you, what game day you're on, when you saved it, etc. It allows you to just distinguish a lot better. So this Ultima Exalt, I think, is great. You can still take the GOG version, buy that, or download that, and then get the Ultima Exalt, which is free, and utilize that. Problem is you can't port over your old save games from the old Ultima Exalt to from the old Ultima 7 to Ultima Exalt. It changes the save game slightly, so you have to start off from fresh. But if you're playing this game to start off and explore an open world game, then absolutely, like that, it's not a big deal. You just basically go in there and play play it from scratch. So anyways, good reasons to play this game. So it really does remind me of Oblivion, or actually Oblivion or Skyrim should remind you of this game. But like here, I read this book here, and I'm just sitting in a chair and stuff like that. The graphics are obviously dated, but they're not bad. They're still nice to look at. This is not 16 color. This is still 256 color. Um, and it's still pretty nice to look at. And the world is pretty darn huge for a game back in 1990, and it's free roaming in how you want to approach it here. So here you have a bit of a weather effect here, and my companions, like there's this whole concept of companions that give you your opinion and thoughts on stuff. So it's just a really cool RPG game. Like if you took graphics away from it, it still would be a much more superior RPG to many other games. Music is okay. I actually like the music in Ultima 6 better. But the music's okay. But yeah, if you took away the graphics and even sound, you still have a fantastic game. And after you played a lot of empty, games that are just basically shells, and these days it's just some sort of gimmick. They usually now just create a game, get some initial gimmick going with it, and for the most part, the game will just be pretty empty when you really get down into the soul of it. Basically, it ends up looking pretty shallow. Where this is a game, I believe in terms of gameplay, you can probably play, I think, about 70 or 80 hours of a game, which was huge back then. You have your day and night scenes as well. So, really encourage checking out this game. So I'm just going to play through here. I have not completed Ultima 7, so I'm actually just playing here. So we're going to comment as I play. So one of my colleagues, or my colleagues, not colleagues, my companions, they're getting hungry. So I'm actually going to have to feed them, which is kind of a cool concept. Can get annoying sometimes, though. Having to feed these guys. I wonder if that's something I can turn off actually in Exult. I'm actually going to look and see if we can turn that off in Exult. Okay, so it's feed time for these guys here. Where's his backpack? Oh, there we go. Everything is pretty much point and click in this. In Ultima 7 here, I kind of actually liked it better in Ultima 6 when it was a combination of typing, because I find this interface a little bit clunky, but that's okay. Still okay. So I got some food here. This is food that I stole, and let's feed my avatar here. Yum. Okay, we should be fed. He should shut up now. Let's go explore what we have here. Okay, you see an old woman who gives you a smile of grandmotherly sweetness. You can see immediately that her vision is poor. Name. Actually, sort of give me 1 second here. So pause. Alright, I'm back. So all these paintings here, sorry, I'm probably sitting a little too close to the microphone. All these paintings here are actually unique and hand painted, which is cool because there's a lot of there's a lot of NPCs here. My name is Beverlia. Very nice to meet you, Beverlia. Let's find out her job. Well, I run the house items here in Paws. Okay, so I'm in this little city called Paws. House of items. It is a shop that sells antiques and previously used items. Running this shop allows me to remain youthful and active. Youthful? You don't look youthful at all. You look friggin'... Actually, she doesn't look bad for a grandma. She doesn't look bad for a grandma. She looks more like a middle-aged woman than a grandma. It's heartening to sell things to the poor people in this town that they may not otherwise be able to afford. Why, how nice of you. Paws. Okay, here in Paws, the people have very little money, but it matters not because they care for each other. They buy many rare and fine things to be bought here in the shop. Bargains to be had nowhere else in all of Britannia. Britannia is the name of the land. Many fine things. Let me see. There is a cradle for sale, a rocking horse, a bell, a hourglass, a spin, a lute, and sextant. Since I am moving a bit more slowly these days, I let my customers help themselves and take what they have bought, provided they pay me first. Of course, I do not trust the folks to pay me the correct amount. I am nearly blind. I am afraid. Aha! So we got a whole bunch of dialogue trees here. This is one thing I do like in Ultima 7 compared to Ultima 6, that the dialogue trees open up to point and click, whereas in Ultima 6 you used to type it in, and then you'd have to it'd highlight certain words that would open up a new dialogue tree. You'd have to remember what those words were, which was a bit of a pain in the butt. It's good to play this game with a notepad. It's a pretty hardcore game. It's not a casual game where you get pointed with a map marker to where you want to go, with Oblivion or Skyrim. More sort of like kind of like Morrowind type style. Okay, so cradle. Let's see, that old cradle was the cradle used to rock Gorn the Barbarian to sleep at night when he was just a baby. Thou canst see that there is a crack in his side, proving that even as a child, Gorn was strong, a little tyke. I can let you take it for 10 gold. Just that why, which would be, fuck no, I don't want to buy no cradle. A sour look flashes across Beverly's face. Very well, perhaps I may interest in something else. Okay. I don't want to buy any of this crap. What about this loot? I have a loot for sale that once belonged to a traveling bard who lost in the game of dice. I'm asking 20 gold for a song. Would thou like to buy it? No. Although I wonder if I can play the lute. In Ultima 6 you can play the lute. I assume you can. Very well, one. Okay. A few moments after you are not entirely, Okay, I'm gonna save it here for a second. Call this well fed. Okay. Let me see. Actually, maybe the loot might be a good idea. So. Okay, that's interesting. It plays. One thing. So we have some music coming out. Play some song here. Okay, so that's cool that you play it and some music comes out. One thing I did like better in Ultima 6 is that when you touch an object, it gives you a selection from 1 to 9, which you could actually then play different notes on it, and like you really couldn't play anything. Like you couldn't really actually play some of that sound good, but it was just kind of a cool concept that it would allow you to do that. What is this guy doing? Okay, my mouse is moving too slow. You see a beggar. You cannot tell from the look on his face whether he is about to laugh or cry. Name. My name is Sven, my lord. Like the old English here. Thief. Be wary, for there is a thief in this town. Some silver serpent venom was stolen from the merchant Morphin, who runs the slaughterhouse. Okay, very, very nice. Good fortune to ye, my lord. So, if I wanted to, I could go into this house, kill this woman, and steal all her crap. Or I could steal all her crap when she is away from the house and sleeping. So stuff like that is just a lot of fun. A lot of fun to do. Okay. Alright, so let's go into this house. What do we have here? We have nothing. Empty house. I'm probably going to just steal some crap here. Locked. Okay. I'm going to make sure no one sees me. Stealing. I'm a big thief in this game. I mean, I love stealing. Apparently, after a while, these guys start giving their moral judgments about, and they meaning my companions. So plant is there. Let's move the plant out of the way. And what do we have here? Key. Haha. So let's use the key. Oh, that's one thing that the Exult does. So there, Ultima VII by default could be buggy at times. One really annoying bug was that when you would go to sleep, so if you use a bed like this, sometimes all your keys would disappear. So that's something that Exult fix. So that's actually a really good feature. Okay, let's try to unlock this. Unlock this bloody chest. Okay, I get that fact that it's locked. Do I have to be in my possession to unlock it? Alright. Where's the key? Doesn't seem to be unlocking it. I guess this key is for something else. Or is it? Okay. I might not be doing this right, but it's not unlocking. For whatever reasons. I don't know why. We will revisit this. Empty house. I'm trying to close the door already. Okay, let's keep moving. Yeah, that's weird. The music just kind of came on. Is that the beggar guy? You see a beggar leaning on a crutch. His eyes shine like diamonds with sheer bitterness. I'm gonna ask him his job. A beggar's job. Okay, whatever. I am a dancer, my lord. He cannot keep a straight face and almost falls off his crutches. Okay, he's being sarcastic, aren't you? I was not always a beggar like Fen and Merrick. I used to be a farmer too. But times got worse and times are always bad in Paws. Paws. A veritable wonderland, is it not? A royal rotten egg. He is Merrick, who turned his back on us and now spends each night in a warm, cozy bed. Well, what a bastard for spending his nights in a warm, cozy bed, which is more than either one of us had time for. Turned his back. The only thing worse than this miserable existence is having Merrick sniff around and try to recruit us. The bloody parasite. Okay. Fen and me are turns and will be there the other day we die. We share in each other's vast expanses of wealth. Wealth, yea, verily, Fen and I share all that we own, which is in its totality is the clothes on our back and the snot on our throats. The snot? And the snot in our throats, yeah. Merrick sleeps in the shelter run by the Fellowship. They feed him too. He joined before they would have helped him. So the Fellowship is this religion. We could have joined, but they are a foul lot. Anybody acting so bloody nice must up to be no good. There are some compromises we will not make and even to survive. Okay, where's the shelter? The shelter, 'tis the large building filled with fawning hypocrites. Thou shalt have little trouble finding it. Okay, gotcha. Chums. Fen and I have been friends since we were little tiny babies. Tiny babes. Okay, my name is Komar. Kind of like Kumar. That's gonna tell me it's a dancer. I'm a dancer, my lord. Should I give him something? Well, that'll give me a bit of money. Fuck no, I'm not giving you money. Fine, go live. I'm not giving you money. Cheap. Probably have to give him money again. I'll give him money when I actually find a purpose for him. And right now, I see no purpose with him. I'm gonna close his window because this asshole is probably spying on me. I love how I can like close the windows without even being close to it. It's like go gadget arms. I think in Ultima VI, you'd actually have to be close to it and say it's too far away. That is one. So there are some things in Ultima VII I don't find necessarily better than Ultima VI. I think it's supposed to be a longer game than Ultima VI. I'm not sure about that, but just like we played the musical instrument there. Ultima VI, you would be able to play that whole instrument and play notes how you'd like to play them and all that sort of stuff. And you couldn't do this go gadget arms thing where is this guy opening the windows? Oh, he is. Okay. This bastard is opening my windows. I'm gonna close this again. Aha. So what I'm trying to do is close these windows to steal. He's obviously spying on me. What is that? What is this? What is this crap? Well, let me see it. Bell. Okay. Ring the bell. You can also get this game on Super Nintendo. So you can play this on a Super Nintendo emulator. I tried it a little bit. It seems pretty watered down. Very watered down. So I would advise that you play this on PC instead. Ooh, a man with chocolate face. You see a man covered in the sweat of a hard day's work. Okay. Hello. I am Thurston. Very nice to meet you, Thurston. I operate the mill here in Paws. Okay, we know what Paws is. In case thou hast not noticed, the people here who live are not so well off as their cousins who live in Britain. In fact, we even had a theft recently. Wow. A theft in a poor place. That's... Indeed, thou shalt be wary, my lord. There is a thief in this town. Morphin, a merchant, had several vials of valuable silver snake venom stolen. Well, silver snake venom sounds like a very valuable commodity. Snake venom. Okay, as I procured from silver serpent, I believe the gargoyles used it habitually in the old days. I am not so sure what it might do to a human. Perhaps Morphin can tell thee more. Aha. The local economy depends upon the mill for flour, so I ensure that the mill run sometimes. I feel that keeping the wheels turning is the only reason to live. A reason to live. I have no wife or family. Well, boohoo. I have thought about joining the fellowship, but I refuse. I have nothing but my work, and I drink at the Salty Dog now and then. In truth, I go there to be more near Polly the innkeeper than for the wine, but she's always busy tending bar and has no time for me. I am sure. You give the sack over to Thurston. He opens it and reaches inside. His hand comes back, filled with wheat. He sifts through it with his fingers. Oh yeah, I had a delivery to make this guy. I know Camilla is oft quite busy running her farm. Thanks to thee for making the delivery. Yes, I completed a quest. This should compensate for thee for thy trouble. He hands you 10 gold pieces. Couldn't I buy that loot with those 10 gold pieces? Cheap bastard. I made a big delivery for this guy. Would I want to buy a sack of flour for 12 gold? I could just steal it. Fellowship. I know. Okay, so he notices your fellowship medallion and hurriedly clears the. No offense, my lord. Yeah, so he's talking shit. I operate the mill here. He's talking shit about the fellowship, which I'm apparently kind of a member here. Although I don't really care to be a member. I'm just wearing the medallion. Okay. Completed quest. So I could even lie down in this guy's bed, which I'm not gonna do. It's kind of creepy sleeping in someone else's bed. Steal this guy's clothes. What would be cool is kind of like how in Oblivion or Skyrim you can see the person change clothes when they change their outfit. I think it's pretty darn cool, but you can't do that because this game is made in 1992. This game is more than 20. This is 22 years old. Like, it's a 22-year-old game. No, is that right? Yeah, that's 22 years. That's a friggin' long time. Think about it. This is pretty darn impressive for something that was made 22 years ago. You see a cheerful, handsome young man. He does not look handsome. Like, what is that? I don't see him looking handsome. Maybe this is just the 256 colors talking at low resolution, but that looks like a face only a mother could love. Sorry, I'm a jerk, but it's true. It gives you a friendly wave as you approach. Okay, what's your name? What is your name? My name is Andrew. How art thou, my lord? Thief. Be wary, for there is a thief in this town. Some silver serpent venom was stolen from Morphin. Ah, very good. Venom. It could be hidden anywhere. With all the trade that occurs in this town, it would be easy to hide. I do not know much else about the substance. What kind of effects it might produce? Okay, buddy, what's your job? I don't care. I am the owner and proprietor of dairy here in the Paws. Okay. Of course, everyone is up in arms about this business concerning the missing venom. Yeah, seriously, like, who gives a rat's ass about a missing venom? Yes, I sell milk and cheese. Thou mayest find the dairyest, no, not the dairyest, dairy between Camille's farm and the slaughterhouse. Will you also pay me 10 gold to make a delivery? The slaughterhouse is run by Morphin the merchant. He is always busy, coming and going at all hours, sometimes carrying things. Aha. Milk. A gallon will cost thee 3 gold. Thou art interested in buying some milk? Fuck no. Perhaps next time, my lord. Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps when I want diarrhea. I'm lactose intolerant, dude. Unless it's soy milk or almond milk, I ain't drinking it. Ah, a jug of milk. No, that's just bottle. That's a very old school looking bottle. Let me close the door from here. Go, go, gadget arms. Yeah, that's one thing I prefer. Like in Ultima 6, they paid attention to details like that. I know this is more about Ultima 7 than Ultima 6, but Ultima 6 felt more like a role-playing game. And what I mean by role-playing game, like a game that took some like AD&T, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and put into life. So I think this, if I die, this is where I'll show up. So you look upon the ensign, and he'll speak to you. I've gotten word that thou wert coming in town. I have left expecting, I must admit, though. Because I remember dying here and then appearing in one of these beds. I find it difficult to believe that thou art truly the Avatar. Yes, I know it's hard to believe. The Avatar is this kind of this foretold hero. In every Ultima you come back. The Avatar. That's the thing about this game. You know, that's the open world concept is one thing, but the story is great in these games. Like, they really are quality games, you know. And the guy who made this, who goes by the alias Lord British, you know, he was a bit of a nerd himself. Like, he wasn't some executive in a suit saying, okay, well, you know, a certain demographic of kids like this type of game and making it. He made something, it looked like something that he essentially would enjoy himself. My name is Ferwin. Okay, well, what's your job, buddy? I run the fellowship's shelter with my wife, Britta, and my son, Garrett, here in Paws. As this is a small town with very few privileges and little privacy, our family has come to know everyone in Paws quite well. Is there someone thou dost wish to hear about? I am well acquainted with these people. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He knows... No, okay. He knows everyone. Britta. She is a wonderful woman. Thou should meet her. She's named after a water. No, I just added that part, sorry. Mine... Ooh! That's his wife? Wow. Guess there's not a lot of options in a small village here. Mine husband is such a flatterer. The truth is, our work for the fellowship has brought us closer together. So everyone's about this fellowship. Gentle Avatar, it's good of thee to come to our humble town. Thou canst well see that the fellowship has much work to do if it's to alleviate the suffering of our unfortunate of Britannia. Okay, shelter. This is the only place in all of Britannia designed for the aid and care of the poor. It is hard work, but then one strives to be worthy of that which to receive. So yeah, speaking about daily routines, like you could see some of these guys if they have daily routines, go to sleep, go to the bar, go for lunch, and come back to work. It's really cool. Residence. Our residence includes Alina and her child, and Merrick. Alina. Her husband is currently in Britannia somewhere. I do not know the details. She has a small child. Be Morphin, Andrew, Thurston, and Beverlia. Oh, fuck. I don't want to talk to him about all these people. I want to look at his ugly wife. A stern-looking woman stares back to you without humor. Must be German if she's without humor. I wouldn't exactly say that's stern. Maybe more ugly, but maybe I'm just mean. I am Britta. Very nice to meet you, Britta. I help my husband, Ferwin, run the fellowship shelter in Paws. We hear about everything that goes in Paws. If I do not know a lot about it, then my husband does. Is there anyone in particular thou dost wish to know about? No. Fuck off. It is good to determine impression on others on its own. Alright. Oh, my aching back. Well, you're standing, dude. Why is your back aching? You see a nervous man who's constantly winks. He sees you and looks like he is instant. Who art thou? None of thy concern. No, I'm gonna answer Avatar. Thou art the most pathetic little worm, really. All this Avatar nonsense is nothing more than a sad plea for attention. I should kick your ass. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm actually just gonna save it here. And I'm going to kick his ass for insulting me. The guards are going to take me away and kill me, and it'll be the end of this Let's Play. But we're gonna do it for fun. Oh, and guards are here, and oh, this guy's just popped out of the woodwork, eh? So, if I was using this on GOG, this would be too fast. Oh, I just died. And, as you can see, I'm just in the shelter again. So when you die, like, I could be somewhere else. So I die, I'd come to the shelter, so I really didn't move. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna just, go back to where I was. And I'm going to sign out. So, anyways, I highly encourage, if you want a game with some substance, that still looks pretty good, you know, keeping in account that it's a game that's 22 years old, but it's still a piece of great art. It's art. Like, it's not just a video game that's overly commercialized and doesn't cost a lot, has a lot of substance. Check out Ultima VII. I think if you really like RPGs and want a hardcore experience that's deep, check it out. It's a great game. Alright, signing off.
Ah!